I'm matching subs. Twitch.tv/Chatterbox. We're gonna get him to 10K today. We're getting Allie that Jeep. I don't care. I told her I would. 5 gifted, 5 gifted.
Chat, what are you doing? Bag now and stuff like that.
Chat, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Well, I think it's doable.
Chat, stop!
But we can talk about it
There's
later.
100. There's 5 gifted, 10 gifted, 5 gifted, 10 gifted, 10 gifted.
Well. Chat, what the fuck are you doing?
Well.
What are you getting in my face for?
Okay, let's do another 100.
Gang member.
This is a good time to get a sub in there.
It was really
Deep.
Chat, what?
Show us.
Kurt the other day.
Oh, yeah.
He's venting to me and telling me
What the hell? Valkyrae, what the hell are you doing?
Bitch.
What? Chat, I got news. For those that, a lot of you already know the news because you saw the stream notification, but the ones that didn't get the notification, well, you're going to be, a little something here. We got the Jeep. I was just waiting on a certified check today, and it came in. So I was like, I'm not going to say shit to my wife. I'm just going to go get it. So I left. Me and my little guy left. I drove into the city. I went all the way down there because I was on like a time crunch. I went down there. I went to their house. We were signing some papers. I'm like, well, hold on. I'm like, let me see the safety papers. He goes, yes. He goes, yeah, that's all done. So he gave me the safety papers, chat. He gives me the safety papers, right? And I look at it, and I'm like, it passed, chat, it passed. But before the safety passed, it failed. They had to fix some shit. So I looked at it, and I'm like, so, not everything was great, huh? And he's like, well, I guess not. He goes, no. I'm like, all the ball joints were fucked. Bearing and shit was worn out, and I'm like, right? So I'm like, all right. I'm like, all good. I'm like, good stuff. So he got all that fixed, and then they passed the safety, so I was good. So I signed everything, whatever. I go up to the Jeep, and I'm looking at the windshield, and I'm like, they didn't fix the windshield, huh? And he's like, oh, yeah, they said it wasn't a big deal. I'm like, brother, kind of is. You must know a guy that was being pretty lenient on you. But I'm like, that's okay. I check and see how much gas is in it. Just under half. Like, it's almost empty, right? So I told him, I'm like, for the windshield, I'm like, go put some gas in this thing at least. So the guy went to the gas station to put gas in the fucking Jeep. I'm like, come on, man. You said this would get fixed. So at least I got a tank of gas out of it. How'd you get it home? Okay, so basically, yeah, so basically with that, I went, so I signed, he gave me the keys, shook hands, whatever, right? Then I had to leave it there, so I jumped back, but me and my kid jumped back in the truck. We drove to the other side of the city to my grandparents. So I went to my grandparents. I asked, my uncle lives with them, so I asked my uncle, I said, yo, are you free today? And he goes, yeah, I'm free. I'm like, perfect. I'm gonna need a ride. I'll be back. So then I went to the insurance. I got the TOD done, and then I got insurance for it, whatever. They gave me a new license plates. Went back to my grandparents. Jumped in with my uncle. We drove all the way down to the Jeep, swapped the plates. Because now it was insured, I was able to drive it. Drove it back to my grandparents. Hung out there for like a little bit, and then I went all the way. I drove out of the city home to get my wife. So then that's when my wife saw the Jeep, and she was like really, she was like jumping up and down like a little kid on Christmas morning. And my oldest son came home. I got off the bus, and then we drove back to the city to get my truck, and then we came back home, and now I'm live. That's why I'm a little late today.
We could build a home in the south side. If it isn't you, then I might